Hi guys, today's April 15th, 2021, and I finally am unblocked on my channel. I'm going to be posting a couple videos. This one's very urgent. We are now at DEF CON level 4. Breaking news, there is rockets, incoming rocking sirens sounding in Israel right now, and Biden is supposed to be making an announcement at 4:30. He's already declared a national emergency. So what's going to happen is many are thinking that it's going to be sanctions on Russia. I believe it's going to be declared war. And many of us have had dreams of NATO. When the bombs come down, we go up. There's been a lot of information coming in. There's been rioting happening again due to the George Floyd thing and, you know, all this racism stuff as people are putting out, and they're talking about trying to eliminate just one race, which isn't going to happen. There's been a lot going on in the world. So we know that war is brewing and it is about to happen. And if Putin sends something, our nuclear sirens are going to go off, and we'll only have about 20 minutes. So escalation continues between NATO, Russia, and Ukraine, and I've had many dreams. If anybody's been following my channel, you guys can go back from these past few years on my dreams about that, and they're about to come to pass. So we are getting ready to go home, guys, and we are still over in Passover timing, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, second Passover, getting ready to I forgot what I was saying because I got distracted by a message. I'm sorry. But, yeah, we're getting ready to go home and all the stuff. So, what's going to happen is declaration of war. And this isn't good, guys. Make sure you have your houses in order. The next video that I'm going to make is not going to be information, but it's going to be information on what's going on and how to prepare. Not just physically, you know, with food and water and things like that, but spiritually, because right now there are so many people that are lost and need to hear the word of God, whom have not heard the word of God, whom they believe that there is a God, but they don't believe God and his word. So I'm going to give some information on that. So be prepared, guys, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Be covered in the blood of the Lamb, Ephesians 6. God bless. Okay, so I dreamt that I don't know where the heck I was, but there was a group of people and they were fighting. Most of them were black and they were wearing red. All of them were like wearing red and white shirts. And then it was almost like this whole entire church I was in was on dirt. And so anyways, there was no babies and they were all fighting and they were trying to kill each other and they were coming after me. And I was like, okay, so they're coming after me, but yet I don't even know why. Well, the next thing I know, I crouched down in a pew on my hands and knees, almost like I was praying. And I look over to my left, and my husband's starch naked. And I see a big burlap sack, almost like sackcloth. And it had dirt on it. And he was patting down his body with it, putting dirt on him. And he hands it back to me, and a lady grabs it. And she comes at me and had a child in her hand, but yet it was as if she didn't have a child. It was almost like a ghost or something. And so I remember taking a white plate and trying to toss it at her, like to hit her. Well, it jabbed in her stomach and she was gone. Well, then they were trying to get me to pat down myself with this sack. But how do I explain this? As I got up, I noticed the further that I walked around this war area, that it started turning silver. And then, I woke up, but it was almost as if it was war within the church, almost like a riot or something. I can't explain it. It was really weird, almost like the persecution or something. And they were trying to get me in on joining them, but I didn't want to conform to it. So therefore, I was protected while I was watching everybody else die around me. But one thing I wanted to say is I had a dream this morning with all understanding, and I'm going to explain that. My dream obviously means that there is war, and I knew that war was going to happen because Russia is the color red. It's like the bear. So the church being persecuted and things like that, but we are covered by the blood of the Lamb. We are spared from wrath, and all that is going to come. And so when the bombs go down, we go up, and we've got the major earthquake that's going to be hitting over in America. We've already got the Antichrist, quote unquote, the false Messiah of Matthew 24. If you see him in the inner rooms, do not go there. Many think we're not in tribulation. We are definitely in the tribulation. We are not in the wrath. We are not in the great tribulation, the time of Jacob's trouble, but the tribulation we are in, God says that we are going to go through, which is the ending of the beginning of sorrows. So be prepared. And so this war is what's going to bring in the complete peace deal, and I believe that that is why the Messiah is there. He's going to reveal himself and do his miracles right after this war, because there has to be a time where the New World Order and stuff sets in, which I also had a dream of the New World Order sitting there and taking place during our meal, but the rapture happened. So, guys, this isn't man-made prophecies. This is the Word of God. And so therefore, there's much I could be speaking of, but I am going to go and do a live video. God bless. I feel like I keep jumping around, but I can't help it. We are also in the 73rd year now of Israel. They had their Independence Day. And 73, many think, oh, if by strength 80, that means we have left 7 years. So if you look at it that way, then you also know that we are getting ready to go home. So we have some pretty serious stuff. And this is also where the peace and safety comes from. There's going to be peace in the Middle East due to the Antichrist, and the safety, what's safe is the jab that people are going to have to take, that this is going to be secure going under your skin, and this and this and that, as I said. And by Rosh Hashanah, that's when I believe everything's going to be ordered, and it's going to start becoming a major issue for those that are left, because from the silence in heaven or whatnot, it's going to be, like a 6 month immediately when the rapture happens. That does not bring in the great tribulation, the wrath. There has to be a quiet period, a transition period, so people can get used to the new world. And that is in Revelations 6, and that's the 7th seal.